Dear friends, welcome back. In the previous session, I discussed about how do we merge and how do we group the data together using the data sets available in the RapidMiner, and that was very useful, I believe. Now we are going to go with the next level where I will teach you how exactly to create a new attribute, that is a new column in the data set. I may get into a situation where I will have to create a new column in the data set, and in that times this method will be very helpful. I am going to take you through a step-by-step process which is really very easy for you to understand, and I hope you definitely understand it right in the first shot. Well, we get into the traditional method that we followed in the first demo. I am going under samples, I click data. Inside that I have got multiple data sets available, and I am going to take products and I am going to use transactions. Now let us explore what exactly is inside this products and then in the transactions. This product has got the row, product ID, product name, product category, price. So we have got price, remember it, price is there. I am going to use it sometime later. Now what I am going to do is I am going to explore the next one, which is nothing but the transaction. But in the transaction we have got the row, customer ID, product ID and amount. Remember, I have got something called as amount here. Just remember it, okay. So we have explored the products and we have also explored the transactions. We found that there is a price, there is an amount column over there. Now we are going to play with that a little later. Just remember it. Now I need to connect these two. So for that, what did we use the last time? It is nothing but I need to use join. So join is to be picked, and without connecting things won't work. So I connect it, double click it. Now select the left key attribute that you want. The left key attribute that I want is product key, and it has to be matched with the right key attribute. So I select the same. So once it is done, I apply, and 50% of my work is over. Now what next? I am going to create a new attribute. I told you right in the beginning of the session, I told you that I am going to create a new attribute. A new attribute is nothing but a new column that I include in the data set, and that's called as total. Now I am going to create a new attribute by name total, which is the multiplication result for the amount, and you have seen that two things, right? Amount and price in the data set when we explore. So I am going to multiply the amount and price, and I am going to create a new attribute by name total, and that's the target in hand right now. So for that to be done, I need to first use something called as a generate attribute, and I drag and drop it here. I connect it. Without connecting things doesn't work here, so we will have to go by that. I am going to multiply two things. One is amount, another one is price. The amount was available with the product, the price was available with the transaction, and I am going to multiply them. Now double click it. Here I need to mention the attribute name which I want to have it in the new data set, which I want to be included in the data set. I name it as total. And how do we get it? When I multiply the amount with price, I get it. Am I right? So I apply, and that's all, it is done. Now what is the next thing left out? There is only one more thing left out, which is select attributes which you want. You want to select the attributes which you wish to have in the final stuff. So I have to include that, and I am connecting it here. Once I double click it, you will get the select filter type. Do you want all the attributes, or do you want to have the subset? I can select it the way I want, so I have made it a subset, and you can see that all these are the attributes available with me: amount, customer ID, product, product category, price, product name, total. I do not want all these, so let me go ahead with few of these: amount, product name and total, and I push it here. Apply, and I can now connect it to the result. That's all, my work is over. Can we run it? What did we do? Very simple. We took two of the data entries, one is product and another one is transaction. I joined them. I created the attribute content. Total is the new attribute that I want, and it is the result of multiplication of the amount and price, and then I selected attributes. I got the result. Can we run it? When I run it, I get an error. The error says that the amount is unknown. Why? Very simple. Let's go back to products. You see that here price is in uppercase, P is in uppercase. Similarly, you go back to transactions, A is in uppercase. But what did we do? We did a mistake. By clicking it here, you can understand that A is in lowercase, so I need to make it uppercase. Again, P is in lowercase, I need to make it uppercase. I apply it now, and that's all. It should work fine now. It's all case sensitive, and believe that it's 100% case sensitive, and you will have to be careful when you are giving the names of the new attributes, or whenever you are filling content here, you be very careful. Now when I run it, I get the total, which is nothing but the product of the amount and the price, and this is how you can include a new attribute in the data set. I can go ahead with visualizations right now. As I already told you, you can use any type of this. As I told you already, you can use any type of this, whichever is suitable for this. Some of them may not be suitable, and this could really help you in understanding the data well. Overall, what we have done is we have simply included one column in the data set, which is called the inclusion of the attributes, and I hope you understood it clearly. If you have any questions, please go ahead and type it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer, and in case you like the channel and the content, please subscribe and give a thumbs up. Thank you.